Welcome, welcome, everybody. How are y'all doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing good. Is everybody doing good? Okay, tonight I'm going to go over some preservation techniques with you guys. All right. The first thing I'm going to talk about is recanning. Okay. A while back, I went to Ollie's and I got a couple of number 10 cans of marinara sauce and tomato sauce. And y'all, I paid $4. Well, $3 and something, close to four for this can. And this was 105 ounces, which was 6.6 pounds. Okay, so I got a couple cans of this. And what I have done is I have transferred the marinara sauce into these quart jars, okay, and added a little bit of lemon juice to each jar. I made sure I cleaned the top off real good, put the lid on it and the band, and I'm going to be putting it in this water bath canner for 20 minutes, okay? And make sure when you do your water bath canning that your water goes over the top of your jars, okay? So I'm putting it in there. The water is over the jars about a half an inch, and I'm turning my burner on high. And once it starts to rocking and rolling, boiling, then I'll start my minutes and I'll let it go for 20 minutes. Hey Cheryl, how are you doing, baby? Hey Warrior of God, all for His Kingdom, Echo, Grit for Grace. How's everybody doing tonight? Okay, y'all. Now that's going. But I want to tell y'all, if you get tomato sauce, well, especially tomato products, you can recan them. Okay. And I have recanned ketchup, barbecue sauce. I've recanned mustard, and I have made apple butter from number 10 cans of apple sauce. Okay, so you can recan stuff. You just need to make sure you add a little bit of lemon juice into your jars. Okay, and it will save you a lot of money, because remember, I paid $4 for this can. And when you go buy marinara sauce, the good kind. Now I doozied mine up a little bit, okay? So I did put a little bit of extra stuff in it to make it taste the way we liked it. But when you go buy marinara sauce out of the grocery store and other places, if you're buying it, to get a good brand, you're going to spend about $3 or $4. So for what? And it's not even a quart, y'all. It's, one of them little, 14-ounce jars or 12-ounce jars. But I added stuff to mine, and it's going to taste fine. It tasted really good, actually, because I did test it out. But anyway, that's the first thing we're going to talk about. Now, the second thing is, y'all, you know how I've been telling y'all, save your onion peels, save your little bags of, whenever you have a little bit of something left, save it. I always tell y'all that. Well, this is what my little bags of this and that is in my freezer right now. And I'm getting ready to make some broth. I need to get some made for Thanksgiving and Christmas because I am running low. So Debbie's going to go on and make some broth tonight. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my stock pot and I am going to start putting this stuff that's in these little bags in my stock pot. And cover it with water and let it cook. Y'all, that's a bunch of onion and little pieces of this and that. This is a piece of, it's a bone from a T-bone steak my son bought. There's that. Here's a bunch of onion and garlic and bell pepper, little pieces. We're going to use that. We're just going to dump it in there. Okay. So we're just going to mix all of this in there. This is a ham bone and some ham broth. I'm just going to open all this up and put it in here. Can't save that bag. And here is that little bit of stuff I told you I was saving the other day. We're going to use that for some flavor. Y'all remember that little bit of stuff from the other day? There it is. We're going to throw that in there. Here's another bag of onion peels and carrot peels and potato peels. We're going to throw that in there. Let's see here. Now, in these little bags, this is peppers. This is some chicken. That's tomatoes with a jalapeno, a piece of pork, and some celery. Now, I'm going to put some water over this and let it thaw out while we're canning our marinara sauce and we're starting our stock, because this has got to thaw out. Okay, and I'm going to be doing something with this in a little bit. Okay, so just going to put some water in here and let it start thawing out. Okay, y'all, here it is, right here. I'm going to put the lid on it, and, oops, where's my matches at? Oh my goodness, y'all. My burner won't start again. Y'all know how my burner is. It's messed up. My little clicker's messed up. Okay. Hey, Scotty, how are you, dear? Is what new, Jenny? Oh, no, my apron's not new. This is my old one. No, it's not new. It's old. Let's see here. Have I missed anybody? Yeah, it's a different t-shirt. Did I miss anybody? Miss Cheryl, are you still here? I think I might have missed you earlier. Yeah, I think I did. Okay, y'all. I sure did. I did not see. I didn't see Miss Cheryl. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Okay. All right, y'all. Now, just so y'all know that there's meat and vegetable in this stock. So when I go to, if I pressure can it, it's going to need to go for pints. It'll be 75 minutes and quarts 90 minutes. So you're going to have to pressure can it for 90 minutes because it does have meat in it. It's, you know what I'm saying. It's broth, but it's broth from meat and vegetables. So you're going to have to do it for, like I said, 75 minutes for pints and 90 minutes for quarts. Okay? So just remember that. Now, if you don't want to do pressure canning and you've got Ziploc bags, you can always, when you strain your broth off, you can always let it cool off and pour it in some bags or some containers and put it in your freezer. You don't have to pressure can it if you're going to be putting it in your freezer. Okay? But y'all see, that's basically kitchen scraps that I'm reusing to make this broth. So that's a money saver right there. Let's see here. Okay, I love you. Now what I was thinking about doing once this gets done, y'all, is straining it out and starting a soup for the weekend because I have a lot of this and that's in my refrigerator and my freezer that I need to use up. And I think I'm going to make a big giant pot of soup or gumbo. I'm not sure. But y'all, if you have a little bit of stuff after every meal and you save it, you can make a wonderful stock or a wonderful soup from those little bits of this and that. Yeah, them dogs are ready to pull a sled. If there was snow here, they would. they are, you know, they're all about making noise. If they hear a little peep, they got to make a whole bunch of noise. But so yeah, gumbo does sound good, and I have some okra that I'm just wanting to use in some gumbo. The only thing is I don't have shrimp. But I do have chicken, so you don't have to have shrimp. But I do like to have shrimp on my gumbo. But y'all, you can literally save a little bit of onion skins and carrot peels and pretty much any kind of vegetable that you got a little bit left over or the skins. Save that for your stocks. And before you know it, y'all, you'll have a big old bag and you can make some really good stock. And if somebody's sick, y'all, you can literally just make them some soup stock and put a little bit of leftover rice or a little bit of leftover noodles in it. And y'all, when a person's sick, that's one of the best things they can have is just a regular old soup stock soup. Or use the stock to make a little bit of chicken noodle soup. Just take just a little bit of chicken. I like to always have me a little bit of leftover chicken divided up in little small bags and just be able to pull it out and make a little pot of chicken and rice or chicken noodle soup or something like that. So you can make some really good yummy stuff with that. Okay. Now, I was talking about preservation tips and do what, honey?
I thought you put some coffee in there.
No, I didn't make it yet.
Make it.
Oh, hold on a minute, y'all. I've got to. Oh, you're canning too? Oh, okay. Well, Brent and Grace is canning right now, y'all. So I'm not the only one that wants to can. Hold on, y'all. I got to make my hubby some coffee. Here you go, Sugar Pea. Do you feel like coming and getting it? Huh? Oh my goodness. Grit and Grace said they were canning 40 pounds of chicken breast today. And tomorrow she's going to be pickling hot peppers and apple butter this upcoming week. No, not on here. This isn't a pressure cooker, but my pressure cooker's up there. Hey, Stilling Tree, how are you doing, dear? Yeah, bone broth. Yeah, that's some good stuff, Echo. But y'all, I am telling you what, there's a lot of stuff you can and recan and the other thing I was wanting to tell y'all about making was like the cream of soups. The other week I made some homemade cream of celery soup and some homemade cream of mushroom soup. And I tested out me a little new recipe, and both of them turned out really good. So what I used, or what I did was, I took about 4 mushrooms and just diced them up in little pieces. Mushrooms that were about, that big round. And hey, Detail Grandma, how are you? Huh? Detail, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what that means. Scotty, we'll have to get you a good gumbo recipe. But I took the 5, like, about, it was about 5 mushrooms and diced them up into little pieces. And I put me some butter in the pan and cooked those mushrooms down a little bit. And then I added a little bit of garlic cloves, I think it was about 3 garlic cloves I added, and a little shallot onion, and diced it up into small pieces and put it in there and let it saute down and sweat down with the mushroom. And then I added a little bit of flour. It was about a tablespoon. And I took some cornstarch and some homemade, my brain just went dead. I took 2 cups of milk and 1 tablespoon of vinegar and made some buttermilk. And when my why is the camera 5 miles away? Because I can't see. I couldn't see the camera stuff right here, having everything up on top of me, so I had to move it further away. That's why it's further away. I just didn't have enough room. But so I sauteed my mushrooms and my onions and everything, and I added the flour with the butter. And when that started turning a little bit brown, I slowly started adding the slurry that I made out of the cornstarch and the buttermilk. And y'all, it just simmered for about 15 minutes on low. And that was better, way better than the cream of mushroom in the can. Hey, Teresa, how are you doing, dear? And basically, I did the same thing for the onions, except I put onions and garlic and parsley without the, I didn't have mushrooms in that. Kenna, Scotty said, hey.
Hey, how you doing?
He said, hey, how you doing, Scotty? So both of them turned out really well. And when I did the cream of celery, I only used 1 celery stalk. I made sure that I got the stringy stuff off of it. And I used the top of the celery all the way down to the bottom. Even the part they said is a little bit bitter, I used most of that. But that was only 1 stalk. And it made 2 pints. So I'm just saying that stretched out, and it was really good. So if I were y'all, I would be, if you're a person who likes the cream ofs, just start playing around with your stuff and find you your own recipe. Now, I did add a little bit of beef bouillon in my mushroom, and in my cream of celery, I added a little bit of chicken bouillon. But I have to be careful with that because of Kenneth's blood pressure. So I just sprinkled a little bit at a time. I think I may have used a teaspoon in each recipe. But I've noticed that different bouillons have more of a salty flavor to them. So just use the air of caution with your bouillon powder or paste or whatever it is you're using. Okay? So, let's see here. Trying to see if I missed anybody in the comments. No, I don't. Did I say hey to everybody? If you're here and I didn't say hey to you, say something to me so I can catch up with you. Detail, did you have a good week? Okay, I did. Okay. Oh, I bet it was busy, huh? Did it turn out pretty good, Detail? Oh, it's been busy here. Busy like cats covering poo, girl. Can't you tell that my hair's out? Well, you might can't tell. My camera's so far away. Let me see if I can bring that closer, y'all, since my stuff is cleared off of here now. I'll see if I can bring it closer. I tell you what, this camera thing's messy. Okay, y'all. Let's see. Okay, is that better, y'all? You move that down a little bit. Is that better for everybody? Is it perfect? Okay, good. Okay, all right. I had a whole bunch of stuff up here, detail that I had to go through. So I put that further back because I didn't know if I'd have it all done by the time I went live. So, cool beans. Okay, good. Okay. Is there any recipes anybody wants me to go over or anything y'all want to know how I preserve it or how I do it? Because I really wanted to share the way I made that cream of mushrooms with y'all. Because y'all, I was looking in the store and they're up to like $1.25 a can. Yeah, it was weird further away. I agree with you, detail. Um, but y'all, that stuff's gotten so expensive, and I'm sorry, I just don't think it tastes that good. When I was younger, I think it tasted good to me because um we didn't know how to make it. But once I learned how to make it from scratch, I think that the homemade versions are a lot better and they're more economical because y'all, a thing of mushrooms, a pint of mushrooms in Aldi is like $1.25, for the mushrooms. And you can take just, okay, Miss Chris. Chris. I'm okay. Y'all, I got to call Miss Detail Chris now. But you can take 5 of those mushrooms and make 2 pints of cream of mushroom. You can take a couple, I used 4 cups of milk for both of my recipes. I used 4 cups of milk and about 2 cups of water and about altogether about 4 tablespoons of butter per each batch, about 6 cloves of garlic. I used 1 shallot in the cream of mushroom because the shallot to me has just a different tangier flavor, the ones that I have. So I used the shallot. And then I used a regular yellow onion, not a Vidalia, just a straight up yellow onion in my cream of celery. And 1 stalk of celery was what I used for the cream of celery. A little bit of flour, cornstarch, which I used about a tablespoon and a half per each batch, and I used about 2 tablespoons of flour, and I got 2 pints. Y'all, the mushrooms, I didn't use the whole thing of mushrooms. I just used 5 mushrooms and 1 stick of celery. So I didn't even spend $1 to make 4. I ended up having 4 pints, 2 of the mushroom and 2 of the cream of celery. So I spent probably about 60 cents to make all that. No, maybe $1 because of the milk. I'll say $1 to make the 4. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, we sure can make Charlotte gumbo. But you know what? I thought about something, Scotty. Charlotte is a laying hen. She's not going to be ate. We're not eating Charlotte. Now, we'll eat Charlotte's eggs, but Charlotte's a girl, and she's going to be a laying hen. And I actually don't eat my laying hens. I eat the roosters. So, but yeah, gumbo. Let's see here. Scotty wants gumbo. So, Scotty, the best gumbo I've ever had was it had hickory smoked sausage in it, shrimp, I'm talking about one chicken thigh and 1 breast. And the breast had been cubed up and sauteed prior to it being put in the gumbo. All right. It had okra, tomatoes, onions. I put some scallops in it, bay leaf, and no, run with God. No, we don't eat Charlotte. We're not eating Charlotte. Charlotte's it's going to be one of our egg layers. That's right. But we put corn, and I've used whole corn and, just canned, just corn off of the cob in the gumbo. And sometimes I put like butter beans or lima beans. But I'm not a big fan of putting the lima beans in it, you know. Yeah, Pauline, they're all four, all of those baby hens I got the other day were laying birds, so I actually won't be eating any of those birds. I was actually just joking when I said that. It's the roosters that I'll use. Like usually out of every, like 3 years, I will save one of the roosters for, um, as a, rooster that can, produce some babies with the hens. And then all the other, babies from that run, I save a couple of hens out of it for layers, and then the roosters and the other ones, they're they're going to be in the pot. They're going to get cooked. So, just saying. But running with God, thank you for coming, dear. How is it going out there? Are you seeing a lot of deer getting to run around lately? It's getting to be hunting season. Just saying. It's going to be, I'm looking forward to hunting season. And all them deer. But y'all, gumbo is good. And you don't have to have a lot. Gumbo is one of them things where you can put what kind of meat you want in it. You do not have to put a specific kind of meat. So I'm just saying that's a very versatile dish. Does any of y'all like steamed crabs? Yeah, Running with God's got really good videos, especially biblical principles. Yeah. She's got stuff on there about the Nephilim. Y'all, I'm telling you what, that's good stuff to go watch. Just saying. Yeah, Detail, you don't eat crab, do you, at all? Or I mean, Chris, you don't eat crab. That's right. Well, I like to eat the crab that we catch here locally. I'm not a big fan of getting crab that isn't from around here.
My car, I got my pants I'm gonna wear.
There's pizza in the refrigerator if you want some. But I'm not a big fan of getting crab from other places, y'all. It just
They can't see me.
Yeah, they can. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. My son don't want to be on camera.
I have underwear on.
Oh, oops. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you've had crab cakes a few times. Okay, so you like it in the crab cake, but not when it's still in the shell and all that. I get it. And when I was little, I was kind of funny about it too. I didn't want to, I was scared. Honestly, I was kind of scared of them when I was little. But I had to learn how to get over it. if I wanted to eat when I was a little girl, because Daddy said you gonna clean your own fish, pick the bones out of it, and you gonna eat it. So yeah, we had to clean it and get all the bones out and eat it. As far as fish and stuff, Y'all, we wasn't allowed to be too squeamish about our food. Daddy said you either eat it or you starve. You know. So that's the way my daddy was. But oh, you know what, Echo? It sure is. Um, she's been putting up. Um, well, you know what, y'all? You just got to go check her out. I'm not gonna. Okay, baby. Okay, I love you. You got to go check it out. Um, she's witnessed some places that's got. I'll just say the remnants of the Nephilim and pretty much evidence of it. And it's, fossilized rock and stuff. You know what? Detail, or I keep calling you Detail. I'm sorry. Miss Chris, I can understand there's a lot of things that I actually, believe it or not, that I really don't care for because of it being people trying to shove it on me. Like, I am not going to eat pig's feet. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. No, no, no. I don't want no pigtails, no chicken feet, no chicken livers, no hog head cheese. I don't want none of that mess. No liverwurst. I can't do it. I I can't do it. Now if I was starving, um maybe, just maybe, that little bit, I might would. But I just there's some things to where I mean when yeah, I can't. Yeah, I agree with you running with God. I'm right there with you, honey. Yeah, I can't. I, whew, it just made, yeah, my mouth is watering just thinking about it, and not in a good way. I just, ugh. Yeah, I've always been good at fishing and netting, casting, in a crab pot. I've always been good with the fishing. I'm better with the fishing more so than like, well, steel hunting. I'm okay at if I can just sit there and everything's quiet. But the chaos, I'm not good with the chaos. If there's a lot of action going around hunting, I can't do that. I'm a better fisherman than I am a hunter. I'll just say that. But I can be a clean shot when I have to. You know. Thank you, Echo. That's very sweet of you that you dropped her link. Hey, Show Intel, how are you doing, baby? Baby, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I have not been able to get on very much this week because we have been super super busy. Yeah, Scotty, I'm telling you, those Chesapeake Bay crabs, I really did actually like those. You know, so he's going to his friends. He got done with church and the gym, so he's going to go hang out with his buddy. Um, who all still here? Let's see here. Intel's here. Echo. Detail. Okay. Did I miss anything in here? Let me see. I was running my mouth and wasn't looking at the chat good enough. You have at least 40 rods. See, I'm glad I went back and checked. Yeah, you sound like my daddy running with God. He's got like probably 1,000 fishing rods. I'm like, what's she gonna do with all them rods and reels, Daddy? My daddy hoards fishing poles. I'm just saying, y'all. It ain't. He's got a hoarding problem when it comes to that stuff. You know what, Scotty? I tried a soft shell crab one time, and the way that I had it, I did not like it. I did not like the seasoning they put on it, or none of that. And I've never had one to make myself to see if I can make it a different way. Show that's the only seafood you like is crab. What kind of crab do you get? The snow crab? You know what? I've heard a lot of people say that because they don't have to do a lot of fussing with, you know, when you're working on a little small blue crab or something, it takes a lot of work to get a little bit of meat. But snow, yeah, and I've never had king crab. I've only had snow crab. But you don't have to do a lot of work to get the meat out. You just pretty much crack it and bam, the meat's there. Okay, y'all. My water bath cannon is done. You know what? Oysters and octopus, Miss Cheryl, I cannot do the calamari thing and all that. I can't do it. And oysters, I can handle the roasted ones every once in a while, maybe one or two. I mean, I'll shuck them for Kenneth and Michael. And, I mean, I'll cook them. I'll do the roasting. I'll cook them. But hey, Dee, how are you doing, baby? But there's one again. It's one of them things that I was forced to eat, so I'm just not a fan of it. But I do like the flavor in like in like a seafood stew. So, like I said, I like the flavor in the stew, but I can't get over the texture, I'll just say. Y'all know what I mean when I say, have y'all ever seen an oyster? What it looks like? Oh, you never liked it as a kid, but you love it now? Liverwurst? Yeah, I'm sorry. I ain't never liked it, and I didn't like it then, and I still don't like it. Yeah, yeah, I'm right there with you, honey, on that one. I have a hard time, baby. I have a hard time. I know God made all the little critters. Oh, and I appreciate it. And I know they got their job in our ecosystem. But there's some things I just think should not be on your plate. I'm just. Miss Cheryl, Scotty, Anna, y'all are right there with my husband. He loves it too. But Debbie don't like it at all. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's the way I feel, Warrior. Yeah. I feel you on it. I'm right there with you, honey. So, mm. Now I can do homemade liver pudding where you take the beef liver and you cook it down with onions. Um, and I have to put, a lot of onion on it, but cook it down and let the onions get caramelized, and then make a pot of literal grits. And you basically mix it all together and put it in a loaf pan, and then in the morning you get up and you slice it in sections, and then take you an egg and crack it open and do like you're going to scramble it, and dip that piece of loaf that you cut in the egg wash, and then bread it with some breadcrumbs or some cornmeal or something like that, and fry it. I can do that. But that's about it. I just can't do the other. I can't do it, y'all. Oh, Cheryl, yeah, that's ugh, yeah, yeah. I gotta quit talking about liver. I'm gonna be sick. Mm, yeah, I think Echo's got a stomach of lead, Miss Tomahawk Queen. You steam yours? I steam mine too, and boil. I have steamed and boiled. But remember, Show's doing snow and king crab, so she can get away with. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Echo, I'm just saying, honey, I love you, but yeah, you got a stomach of lead, baby. That's all I know. Yeah, oh, yeah. I can feel my face getting hot just thinking about that. Yeah, like pickled hog's feet. Just thinking about it makes my face and my ears hot. Echo, I can't help it, man. It's like yuck. um, Intel, that's the way we like to do a lot of our seafood, especially um, some of our fish. We love to put it on there with some lemon and butter and cracked black pepper, and maybe take a couple of jalapenos or pepper, sometimes a little bit of rosemary or um, like sage, like sage leaves, and just put in aluminum foil, wrap it up, and put it on the grill or throw it in the fire. And I like to take sweet potatoes and wrap them up in foil and throw them on the fire when we're having fish. Y'all, sweet potato and fish go so good together. Especially if you can get your hands on some wild plantain and dandelion and maybe some arugula, just some wild greens, and make you a salad with some radish or a little bit of green onion. Mmm, that's some good stuff. What? What are you, Echo? What are you talking about? Are you saying you'll eat pickled hog's feet, gizzards, eggs, or sausage with tobacco? And you're licking your lips on that. You, ooh. Oh, God. Oh, mm. Oh, oh, y'all. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Echo, your poor intestines, baby. Exactly, show. Yeah, yeah. Detail. That's probably, Miss Chris. That's probably a good thing. Well, you know what? Running with God. My husband likes the gizzards, chicken livers, gizzards, whatever. He likes them, and I'll cook them for him. But that's about the only one of them things I'm willing to cook in my house is those. I can't do the other things. Actually, show pickled apples is actually pretty good. Just saying. I've had um pickled salad that's got eggs or I mean it's got apples, radishes, um beets, cabbage. Yeah, apples, radishes, beets, cabbage, and I think cranberries. Okay, running with God, I get what you're saying. Well, the beets, you cut them up in little small pieces, and you can put jalapeno in them, but you don't have to add the beets. You can omit the beets. Well, I've never done pickled apples by itself, but I have made the pickled relishes and stuff that you put apples in. Like I've done the cabbage. I've done cabbage, jalapeno, beets, apples, and I put, I think I put, what was it? It was some kind of other fruit. Ooh, dates. Was it dates? I think it was dates. Yeah, don't say what they make you think of. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, I've had the pickled little relishes and stuff where you use like the sweet and the savory and the sour together, and you put those things together, and they actually taste really good, like on especially on like a bratwurst, or if you put them on a piece of deer sausage. Um, Especially if the deer sausage or brat has been um, roasted out on the fire, y'all, that's some good eating. Just say some good yummy stuff. Yeah, I've never had like a plain pickled apple. Just, I don't, I'm just echo, I'm not a fan of the pickled watermelon rind. I know a lot of people love it. I'm just not a fan of it. But I'm not knocking it though. I'm not knocking it because it ain't like it could be the nastiest thing in the world, like pickled pig's feet. I'm just saying, or pickled chicken feet or whatever, or fried. I don't even know how that fried chicken feet. Ugh. My mama used to eat fried chicken feet. She said, "Here, try it," and I'm like, no. Yeah, I like candied apples too. I like pickled green beans. That's good. Pickled green beans is really good, especially if you put those little teeny, the little teeny onions in it. The bottom of the your scallion onions. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, yeah. Chicken feet. I'm not. Debbie is not eating no chicken feet. I believe in not wasting the animal and not going out and just putting down an animal just for the sport of it. I don't agree with that. Um, I don't think you need to be putting down nothing for the sport of it, and I don't believe in wasting the animal. If you don't eat if there's a part of it that you can't eat, you should give it back to nature. You know, well, do you like it, Jenny? Okay, okay. Running with God says pickled watermelon rind done like pickled fire cinnamon beets is really good. Now, if it's got cinnamon in it, like a one of those hot cinnamony things, now I might could get into that. I'm willing to try different things. So I would be willing to try it. But the way I had it, I did not like it. You know what? We used to do that whenever we were little. But now I'm not an actual ice cream eater, but um, a Nutty Buddy has salted peanut, crunched up peanuts on the top of it with um, chocolate and peanuts. So I mean, it wouldn't be a sandwich; it would be on a cone. But I guess that's the same concept. Oh, y'all, that stock smells so good. Mm, it does smell quite yummy, y'all. Goodness. Okay, y'all. Let me see here. Okay, that jar looks like it's going to be successful. So does that one. Oh, and that one just popped. So I know that one's successful. Okay. All right. So I have 3 jars And they all look like they're going to be successful. Okay. Let's see here. A Bible. Okay, let me see here. Cinnamon. I used to put soda crackers crunched up and vanilla ice cream, sweet and savory. I bet my husband would probably like that, Cheryl. She said she took soda, crackers, crunched up, and vanilla ice cream, and that was like a sweet and savory. Yeah, Miss Cheryl, my husband said he bets that would be good. Now, my husband is a avid ice cream lover. He loves ice cream. Yeah, Echo, I think I'm with you on that. I think I would try maybe I need to look up a way. I'm sure there's probably something on YouTube about cinnamon watermelon rind, it sounds like. Yeah. Yeah, most people are ice cream lovers. That's right. I know you are. You like your ice cream, Miss Chris. Thank you, Dee. Thank you very much, baby. Did Dee, did you do uh assembly call today or anything this evening? There's a lot of people that dip their French fries in shakes and stuff here. Oh, okay. So, but no assembly stuff. Okay. Yeah. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna check on my broth here. See how it's all going. Oh my goodness, y'all, that smells so yummy. Oh my goodness, y'all, this broth. Oh my goodness. Ooh, y'all, it's got such a pretty color already. I'm gonna put some in a cup for y'all to see. The color of it already. So y'all can see how pretty the color is.
Inside the cabin, his Oricom service dog, Ghost, began to act strange. He wasn't afraid of the storm, but was obsessed with the fireplace, scratching and whining with an unusual.
Okay, y'all. Look how pretty that broth color is already. Y'all see that? See that pretty amber brown color? Oh. Oh, it smells so good, y'all. Oh, it smells so good. Lord of mercy. I'm going to leave that out for my hubby to taste in a little bit. I'm going to let it cool down a little bit. He put crackers and tang in his ice cream. Ooh, I bet you. Yeah, you do need smell-o-vision. That stuff smells good, y'all. I'm going to let him, I'm going to take a spoon and let him taste this. You know what? I don't know if there's a difference between broth and stock. Broth stock, I think it's the same thing, in my opinion. Now, that's just my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right.
Silver, gray, pale green. All quite stable, and grown softer and lighter with age.
Hey, honey, I got something for you to taste.
Years old, he was retired from the electric field.
My vegetable and, well, it's meat and vegetable chop.
Vegetable and beef. Vegetable and beef. Vegetable.
Get vegetable and different, meats, so that's raw. Is it good? That's like how they make clear soup, but they make clear.
They don't have good medicinal quality.
It does. Mm. Well, y'all, it passed the Kenneth test. Y'all, it passed the Kenneth test. He's happy. He said it was yummy. Just saying. Let's see here. Well, okay, I'm lacking on something. Yeah, I must have missed that. Y'all, what did Jenny say? I can't scroll up my thing no more. What y'all talking about? Oh, a creamsicle. Exactly. Lord have mercy. But yeah, yeah. It does sound pretty bad. There you go. But y'all, he said, it's yummy, honey. He said that ought to be really good for us, hadn't it? What y'all think? Y'all think it's going to taste yummy? Because he says it does. It passes the Kenneth test. Let's see here. Miss Access Humboldt, would you like to come up on panel and share some of your gardening with everyone while we're on stream? Grit and Grace, I hope you sleep wonderful, baby. Cannon always wipes me out, especially if I'm doing it from the time I get up till the time I go to bed. Oh, I said the stock in the broth to me is the same thing. I don't think there's any difference. Yeah. She's like me. Whenever she gets started on it, she don't stop. But you can't though. When you got to get it put up, you got to get it put up. It's like no rest for the weary.
Jack held the gaze of a rancher in the front row, a man whose weathered face spoke of a hard life. The rancher gave a barely perceptible shake of his head, a final silent warning.
You know what, Grit and Grapes? That's a good price. That's a really good price. The cheapest it's been here is $1.99, but I did not buy it because it was not local chicken breast. So I didn't buy it. Yeah, it is an awesome price. A very awesome price. I'm just saying. Very, very awesome. Yo, what is... Okay, your Amish salvage grocery sells it in bulk. Does anybody else have an Amish store where they live at? Because we don't have one in our area. We have a couple stores that have some discount stuff, but not, yeah. Run with God, you got a lot of deer and elk though, so you got your own little store. It's called the Woods. Like here. Grit and Grace. Aren't you in like Central America? I can't remember where you're from or if I even. Yeah, Deer Dash instead of, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm all about some deer meat. Now, I've never had elk. Okay, you're in Western. Okay. Okay. That's some pretty country up there. But you be close to West Virginia. But it's still pretty land. Hi, Mr. Captain Farron. I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah, Grit and Grace. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. See, I thought, but I wasn't. See, I didn't want to assume because I haven't heard you on any of your videos say yet exactly, where, you know what I mean? And I don't like to be snoopy, but. Now, Captain Farron, how is the shorelines and the roads up there where you're at, honey?
Jack listened patiently, absorbing every word. He paid for his items, his movements calm and deliberate. He looked at the old shopkeeper, his eyes held genuine concern. I appreciate the warning, sir.
Yeah, Cheryl, I don't really know what she means. We're just going to have to wait for her to answer because I don't know what she means either. It went right over my head, honey. Yeah, that's the way. Yeah, slowly but surely. Now, was everybody safe where you were at? Y'all didn't have anybody do anything silly like go into flooded areas and get themselves in a pickle, did you? Oh, secluded. Okay. Okay. Secluded areas. All right. Well, all I know is if they in my yard and they poking along and I got freeze room and you know they some deer tags left on somebody's hunting license and hunting season and yeah oh yeah yeah seems like that it always gets some people fair. Yeah. Grit and Grace, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just say yeah to that one. Okay. I will definitely do me some investigating on that one. You know, every little bit helps. Especially when you're trying to make the deer sausage and the hamburger, you know, because I'd much prefer a deer hamburger than, you know, cow hamburger. Yeah. That's a pickle, Farron. That's a pickle. Those people that had to do it here from the swamp. Not now, but I mean the other year, you know, whenever the flooding was that bad. Yeah. It should, you know what, Echo? I think that it should be about common sense. But, you know, everything's so regulated, it's not even funny. It's overregulated. Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? We should be, everybody, I'm just saying everybody, should be taking care of the elders. Period. You ready for the big day tomorrow? Yeah. The season opens up. Bow hunting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 18th. Yep. Farron, I haven't been able to use a bow for years. I got some. Well, let's just say I cannot pull a bow back like I could whenever I was younger at all. Grit and Grace, that's tough. Especially if you're the only one that's doing it. Yeah, Scotty, I could do it with a crossbow. Yeah, that's true. But like a regular bow, no. I almost feel like I'm cheating to use a crossbow. You know what I mean? Just saying.
He was in a place still holding the
But if I'm hungry, I'm going to use what I got to use. You know?
While Jack was lost in thought, Ghost began to act strangely. He had been conducting his own quiet inspection of the cabin, sniffing at the corners and the cold vent.
Running with God. Are you serious? Oh my goodness. They took the rights away for hunting and fishing. See, that's y'all, I'm sorry, that's wrong. People's got to be able to feed their families. Yeah, I couldn't even pull 30 the last time I tried. It feels like my arm's gonna fall off when you know what I mean? Yeah, Captain Farron, you let me know if you get something. And be careful. Be very, very careful. Yeah, I don't understand at all. Running with God. Yeah, well, it's nerve damage. Running with God. When my arm got pulled out of socket, it's like something didn't go back where it was supposed to go. And, I practiced, and it just, yeah. It just,
Jack had seen him like this only twice.
Yeah.
Both times in a war zone, and both times Ghost uneasy had preceded the discovery of something dangerous and hidden.
Yeah, Echo, they said for me to wait to get his until January, and I'm like, but hunting season's over in January. So it's, yeah, anyway. Yeah, I know, Grit and Grace. That's what I said. I'm going to do what I got to do, though. It feels like I'm cheating, but if I need to, use one, I will. I don't think that I won't. I'm just saying. Because, if your belly starts scraping on your backbone bad enough, you go hunt whatever you can hunt to be able to eat. Well, I don't know about them, but here we can use black powder, but we got to wait for, rifle. Yeah. Yeah, fair, and I'll let you explain to Scotty. I'm going to hush and leave this to the men. Let them explain. Yeah. Yep.
Jack looked out at the vast, darkening wilderness. He had come here seeking solitude and escape from the ghosts of his own past. Instead, he had purchased someone else's. And for the first time in a long time, he felt the stirrings of a purpose beyond his own survival. Jack woke to a world of gray.
Detail, what she's talking about is the natives weren't supposed to have to carry a license for hunting and fishing on their own property. And now they're telling them they've got to get a hunting and fishing license just like everybody else. That's what she's talking about, babe.
It was not the gentle snow of a picturesque winter, but the vanguard of a blizzard, an early season storm arriving with brutal force. Ghost, who had been sleeping in the passenger seat, was already awake and alert, his ears pricked as he listened to the rising fury of the wind. Looks like the world decided to shut its doors on us, boys.
Okay, I got to turn my. Y'all weren't sure. Stock has been going for about an hour. Go on and turn it down on low. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, running with God. Yeah, their tribal ID, that's right.
Inside, the cabin felt like a tomb, but it was a sanctuary from the storm's rage. Jack's first priority was a fire.
Yeah, Echo, that's been done to a lot of them.
The same one that had so disturbed
Just saying.
The flue was clear, and the stone structure, despite its age, was solid. He laid a small, cautious fire.
Because we tried to, yeah, our people stood up and fought and fussed, and they still had to go get their license like everybody else. Yeah. They all got hoodooed.
Instead, he began to pace, his claws making soft clicking sounds on the wooden floorboards. His route was always the same. A tight, agitated circle in front of the stone heart. A low, persistent line vibrated in his chest. Easy, boy. It's just a fire. You're safe, Jack.
Would anybody like to come up on panel with me for a minute? Before I go, I'm going to be shutting down here in a little bit, y'all.
Never left the base of the fireplace. Then he pulled away and returned to his vigil. This time,
actually, I'm going to put the link in the chat, and anybody that wants to come up here and talk, I can put you in, let you stay in the back room until we shut down, and then after we're shut down, you can come up on, in the back room with us and talk, okay? So I'm going to go in and drop the link in chat.
He had spent years learning to read this dog, to understand the subtle language of his posture, his breathing.
And I'm going to let everybody say their goodbyes and all that good stuff, because we have been on for an hour and 33 minutes. The soup stock is made, and I was able to sit down and talk with you guys for a little bit tonight. So that was, I think we had a good little talk. So, y'all, like I said, if anybody wants to come backstage, you go on and hit that link. You can keep your camera off. You don't have to have your camera on. I'll let you come in if you aren't comfortable with having your camera on, and we can all hang out. Okay? Miss Cheryl, I'm glad you got to come, baby. Thank you. I enjoyed having you, honey. You're welcome, all four. Running with God, if you'd like, you can come backstage. Echo's coming backstage, and probably all for His Kingdom. I know for sure they'll be there. So you're more than welcome to come back here. Oh, I'm always going to try to make you hungry. Farron, we'll be hungry, but we'll be hungry. We will be careful if we're hunting. I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah, accidents do happen when we least expect it. That's right. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Thank you for coming. Y'all remember, be kind, be patient with people. If they're giving you a hard time or being ugly, just pray for them. Sometimes you just got to pray and walk away. You know what I mean? And when you walk away, still pray. Because there's some people you cannot talk, you can't be reasonable with them. And don't none of us need to be getting in trouble for, nothing. Especially right now, it's everything's just kooky booky. So we got to be patient, kind and loving, and we ain't got to be doormats now. I've told y'all a million times, don't be a doormat for nobody. But you ain't got to be ugly and meet their ugly with ugly either. You can just, like I said, pray and walk away. All right? Okay, y'all, I'm going to go on and shut it down. Y'all have a good night. Take care, and God bless you.